Okay, hey there, hello everybody, and welcome again to Hempology 101! Right on, thank you very much folks for coming out. There really are only a few more of these meetings, and it's great to see lots of old friends coming back and many new ones checking Hempology 101 out. If you've never heard of Hempology before or been to any of the things we do, we're probably one of the most active groups in the world, and Victoria's been a wonderful place to be doing this sort of work. We do a whole bunch of things throughout the year. If you want to catch up on it, you should get our newspaper. We got a copy of it here, and in the back of the newspaper here, you'll find listed a whole bunch of events, somewhere around 50 different public events that occur in and around Victoria, and so it's something that is a very unique thing, but we're hoping to expand it into other cities and are starting to do that now. One of the unique things we do is this game show. It's called Reach for the Pot. Tonight we're actually playing a semi-final in our 6th tournament. This is the 6th year in a row. I've got 8 teams of 32 players. We have quarterfinals, semi-finals, and a final, which is going to happen in 2 weeks' time. And tonight is the final step towards that. It's quite exciting. There are other times we play the game. For example, tomorrow is Canada Day, Cannabis Day, as many of us call it. So tomorrow we're going to be playing the game show at the courthouse. We're meeting at 4:20. We're going to play with the first 8 contestants that sign up, and we're hotboxing the courthouse again. And so if you've never been there before, it's a lot of fun. We put curtains on either side of the stairs at the front of the courthouse. We can fit 100 people or so in there. We don't often get a full 100 people, but we should be able to tomorrow. And sometime after we're done that, we're going to go out into the main courtyard area and play a game and hang out for an hour or so. It's going to be a really fun occasion. Rain or shine, we can do the hot box no matter what the weather's doing. So it may end up being the most successful Canada Day event in some sense, if it does piss down on us. But anyway, rain or shine, tomorrow, 4:20 at the courthouse. Next week is another special annual event. Next week is our contest week. We're having our contest for the best bong, the best pipe, the best t-shirt, the best joint roller will also be determined next week. You have to bring your own half gram to enter into the contest, and everybody weighs it up together, so don't break it up beforehand, please. But everybody has to roll the joints at the same time, and we have another way of determining how well it's rolled, and then we smoke them all and vote. It's also a written word contest, so a song or poem. So those are all next Wednesday night. We cram them in, and it's a lot of fun. And I've already seen a bunch of bongs tonight, more than I've seen forever. We could almost have it tonight, but I really hope we have as many bongs next week. And otherwise, it's a really fun way of just participating in Hempology. Again, it's something, I think we've had these joint rolling contests and stuff for maybe 12 years running, some of them. But yeah, and I don't think our joint roller from last year winner Shorty's showing up. I haven't seen him for a while, so our 3-time champ may not be here to defend his title. So yeah, all the contests are next week. Anyway, we have a really exciting game here tonight. We have some of my best and longest term friends here that have been trying to buy me off for a week or so now. Not Ryan, of course. But man, this is going to be a riot. We have now the Joint Chiefs, formerly known as the Holy Bulls, going up against the Potley Crew. And we're in for a lot of fun here. I'll explain the rules real quick for those who've never seen it before. And we put it up on YouTube as well. So, you know, if you want to see any of the past tournaments, this is the 6th year we filmed it and put this stuff up on YouTube. But there's lots of other stuff on there, conventions, different things. So I'll explain it for our cyber folks. There's 10 chances to get points. 8 of them are trivia questions. where when I've asked the question, each team gets one guess for 20 points, a second for 10, and we go to multiple choice for 5 points if no one gets it. And then the way that they hit the buzzer is essentially clapping. As soon as they clap, I'm going to come over, just like that. Good example. At that point, I'm going to get a response. You can't think anymore or talk to your teammates. Once you've clapped, you got to spit something out. And so, like I say, if the first team gets it wrong, the other team gets a shot at it. And everything else I make up as we go along. Really, it's about that simple. So, we start out each week asking a question about either Hempology 101 or our sister club, the Cannabis Buyers Club of Canada. For almost as long, I've been in Victoria selling cannabis products to people with permanent physical disabilities and diseases. I started all this work, all these meetings. It'll be our 15-year anniversary in September. So I think it's September 1st or something is our annual march from City Hall to the Legislature. We're going to have a really, we're going to get there in time this year. Smart. So, yeah, the Cannabis Buyers Club, I started all this, like I say, in a van. I got a pager and a pamphlet. I now have 3,200 sick people I sell cannabis products to. And I've had a store for over 9 years now. We've been raided by the police 4 times. We've beaten every charge ever laid against us, though our bakery got raided last December, and now we have a trial coming up with that. But with all the work we've done with Hempology and the Cannabis Buyers Club, we have generated a lot of press. In fact, now I have my own press with the newspaper we're quite proud of, but we have been in lots of media. For 20 points, does anyone remember what event or what story got me on the front of the Times Columnist the first time? What was the first time I was on the front cover of the Times Columnist in a story? Now, I've been featured in every publication in Victoria, the front page of the Victoria News back in 1996, Monday Magazine a bunch of times, and otherwise I've been quite lucky to be here in Victoria because the media, I think, 90% of the journalists that have interviewed me have smoked pot and really give a shit about the subject, so been pretty lucky with that. But what was the first time I got on the paper for?
The cookies at UVic, you got busted for.
Okay. The cookie bust was actually downtown at the library. I got busted handing out joints at the university, and they were a week apart. So I'm going to make you clarify which event it was that got me on the front cover. The cookies downtown. It wasn't getting busted for cookies downtown that got me on the front cover. I don't want to give out any hints. I can only say no. What do you guys think it was for 20 fat points back in the day? And you guys, this crew here, I'm not sure how many years I've known Todd, but I've known these guys here for, on average, almost like 14, 13 years. So they've been around for a while, through thick and thin. UVic. No, it wasn't getting busted up at UVic. So it was before I got busted for the cookie giveaway, or before I got busted up at UVic, which happened both in November of 2000, just 1 week apart. And I didn't actually get on the front page for either of those events. The Times Columnist really wasn't that supportive of me for the most part at the time. It was a real struggle to get in there. But it was, oh, okay, what was it? Pardon? If I wasn't clear already, no, I won't even take that answer. What pot-related subject?